All right, guys, we are back with another Warcraft Rumble video. In this one, I'm showing you the absolute best ONU deck you can use in PvP right now. Now, before we get started, I do want to give a huge shout out to Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys so much. Now, let's get straight to the deck and why we're using everything that we are using. Obviously, we're using ONU. Now, you have some options when it comes to his talent. So you have From the Trees, which is minis deployed within Safe Harbor deal double damage on the first attack. Or you have P-Tree, which is on death, keeping Safe Harbor up basically for 8 seconds. And then if the other one is Bark Skin, which is minis deployed within Safe Harbor Arbor, gain armor for 8 seconds. I like to go double damage on the first one, so I go From the Trees. Now, the rest of the deck is as follows. So I like to utilize our other new option, which is Ancient of War. And I like to use him with Behemoth. So if played with 6 or more, gain siege damage. Now, the reason being is that the current buffs, if you will, that are going on in PvP is Gold Rush. So you have way more gold, so I'm able to get him to 6 very, very easily. And as a little preview here, you can see that I do have ONU at over 3k honor, which is pretty sick, actually. Especially considering you need this for some of the quest line for the new Cenarian event. Now, I'm also utilizing another Cenarian mini here called Fairy Dragon. I like it with Fey Blessing because it gives 1 resist to a nearby ally. If you don't want to do that, you could switch over to Invisibility to give more survivability to Fairy Dragon, but honestly, it's so squishy as it is. If you put Fey Blessing on either of these, ONU or Ancient of War, they become an absolute unit. Now, this guy is where things get a little different. So Darkspear Troll, because the current tower is a dragon tower, Darkspear Troll with Big Bad Voodoo just hard counters it. So I like to put him down a separate pushing lane than what I have my ONU on, because you have to answer the Darkspear Troll or else he can literally just take towers by himself. In terms of the rest of the deck, of course, we are rocking Witch Doctor with the Spirit Ward. Reason being is that it pairs super well with either of these minis, or leader and mini, as sort of just a pushing horde, because the amount of damage that it gets and shielding can keep his whole team alive for a lot longer. And then this is like the main kit, if you will, for the deck is going to be the Goblin Sappers and Smoke Bomb, because ONU, if you aren't aware, that with his Arbor ability will allow you to put your minis on the map wherever he is. So the closer he gets to the main base, the more you can spam Sappers, which is going to be the main target here. But again, we have a secondary push with us with the Darkspear Troll. So that is the deck. We're going to go ahead and try it out right now for you guys and show it in action, because honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. It's been I don't want to say an easy push, but you can see that like I got both of my Cenarian leaders pushing into my top 3, and you can see that I am in the Dark Iron Overseer 1 category, so non-trivial. I mean, I'm not like amazing in PvP, but like I'm progressing well. So let's go ahead and test this ONU deck and put it in action for you. I will say, I don't know what it is about PvP recently, but it is very sweaty, like super duper sweaty. I've had to like try hard in every match. I don't think it's the rank that I'm at. I usually always get to this rank, but man, it's sweaty. So let's see who we are going up against. All right, so we are going up against the other one, Cenarius. All right, so you can see I'm level 9, level 7 decks here. I'm going to go ahead and just get a slow push going this way. Get an ONU going this way. He's got a push going, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to make sure I can answer his push to the best of my ability. We're going to split him, apparently. It's not quite what I meant to do there. Let's do this. I'm going to lose my top tower here, but they're definitely losing theirs as well. And then we'll do this. That should have been a 7 cost. Perfect. Now, I think I have enough gold now to at least slow down what they're doing. So let's put this here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right. Biggest thing here is I want to be able to, answer all the things. All right. We're going to want to stop this push to the best of our ability and also get another push going. Okay. I keep doing that, and I swear I'm not meaning to. All right, let's get this going. Cool, that should get the deck, or get the push. Let's get a nice 10 on this guy. This is gonna make him super duper tanky. And then we're just going to put this person behind him. And then a Dark Spirit Troll to help finish this off. All right, so now we got a nice pushing going both ways. I can go ahead and drop saplings over here. And then again, I got a very, very nice push in both directions. So this is going to be GG's for sure. They are not going to be able to stop this. There's no way they will. In fact, I'm just going to outrange them in most cases. You can see I'm just dropping all of my units and then boom, GG's. That's how you do it. Got a little bit of a in-game lag there towards the end, but it's all good. You get the gist of it. Dark Spirit Troll does play a instrumental role as such a cheap cost unit. You can just spam these guys out. You can see that once I answered their push with my 10 Art of War, or Ancient of War rather, it became GG's. Like there was no slowing us down. All right, so once again, that is the main sort of setup for that push. The Art of War is a awesome flex unit. I do want to talk about some other options you can do with them ever so quickly. Let's go ahead and go back over here. So the Art of War, again, has 3 different talents, and it's so situational. You could truly do so much with it. So you have Behemoth, which is what I was doing, which it just makes it a huge beast on towers. Now, I didn't need this talent in order to answer the push that I answered. In fact, there was really another one that could work. So the other one is Sapling. So if we weren't using the Gold Rush passive for PvP right now, or we didn't have it active, I probably wouldn't be using Behemoth. I'd be using one of these other ones. So Sapling is, if played at 4 or less, you gain 60% attack speed. Now, he still moves the same speed, which is quite slow. In fact, it's arguably the slowest unit in the game, but that's the one I would be using, or Lightning Rod. So if played for 4 or more, redirect enemy spells and unbound deploys to Ancient of War's current location. What this does is basically hard counter everything. So most PvP is about unbound units and spells, and if you play him at 4 or more, you can literally just redirect everything to Ancient of War. If you see it in game, what it looks like, if you go to do like an execute on a tower, a green beam of light will come across from where the spell was supposed to go and dash over to Ancient of War. It is very, very annoying when you don't realize that he has the talent and you see it happen. You're like, my spell didn't work. It's actually incredibly triggering, but that's what it is. So you've probably already seen that in PvP, and it's such a good hard counter. In fact, I'll just go ahead and leave it on. But again, it's situational with whatever the PvP modifiers are. Again, right now we have Gold Rush, so that's why I'm using. I was using Behemoth, but Lightning Rod is just a monster. Again, the core of this is these two: the Goblins, the Sappers, and the Smoke Bomb. If you don't have Witch Doctor, maybe use Boomkin, but it's double the cost, right? So let's see what else you can get. I mean, you could use him, the Griffin Rider. You could use these guys actually. So these guys aren't a bad pick. So the Murloc Tidehunters with Safety Bubble could be another good option. The Safety Bubble makes them a little bit more tanky, and of course they have the range. They can attack both ground and air units. So that's a good option as well if you don't have the Witch Doctor here. Ultimately, I think Witch Doctor is arguably one of the best minis that came to the game, and works incredibly well with most decks, especially this one. And again, the Dark Spirit Troll, at least in my opinion, is a must pick. You don't have to use the Fairy Dragon, but they help make these two a whole heck of a lot tankier, or really any of your units, and especially when you're using the Fire Dragon turrets, because that is all magic damage. So putting a resist on literally any of your minis is going to be incredibly profitable. And then a lot of big damage right now is coming from Cenarius Dex, who is magic based. So getting resist against a Cenarian is also really good. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Again, this Onu deck is super fun, super easy to manage in terms of your pushing abilities. So I highly recommend you taking a look at it and testing it out in PvP. Once again, if you like the video, make sure you like the video. And last but not least, thank you once again to Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring today's video. And I hope to see you guys in a video soon. Take it easy.